Hey guys, welcome back. So it is October 25th and I'm just starting my nano planning. I know most people do this like all month, but I only really needed to do it the last week. So stick around to see what I'm doing for nano prep this year. Okay, so I did actually record a series. What's going on with my hair? I did actually record a longer video for you guys earlier, but my computer is being kind of retarded and doesn't want to cooperate with the really old camera that I use to record videos sometimes because my webcam is really hard to maneuver. It kind of is meant to just stay there and not go anywhere. Anyway, so I don't know if it's having trouble with the camera or if it's having trouble with the long videos. I honestly don't know, so that's why I'm just re-recording the whole thing. And here we are. So I actually did record on my camera me filling out my calendar. So what I do for nano prep, because this year I don't really need to do any story prepping, so I don't need to do outlining or note-taking or jotting down world-building notes or anything like that, because I am still working on the same novel that I've been working on all year, because apparently it takes me a year to write a book. So I started writing this in November, and I'm a person who, I'm more of a planner than a pantser. So I did have a rough outline before I even started drafting in February. And since I've been working on this since February, I've been changing the outline as needed, adding notes to my outline when I felt like it needed to happen. And I've been moving things around all year. So now it's the end of October, and I think I might have finally got my outline in a good place. So I don't really feel the need to do much planning for that, because I don't need to world build or anything like that, because this is the third book in my series. So I have a good idea of my rules and all of the world building things. So I can kind of just sprinkle that in as I feel like it, as I'm writing. So I'm actually going to be concentrating on the other parts of prepping for nano, which is today I'm going to be working on, well, I shouldn't say I'm going to be working on, because I already did it. I'm just showing you what I did, because my camera or my computer or both is being really mean to me today. So anyway, I'm going to show you what I did, which is I worked on my November Nanowrimo calendar. Yes, I print out a calendar. It is not fancy. It is just a regular old template calendar that you can get off the internet, and it opens in a Word document, and then you just fill it out. So basically, I'm going to show you what I did, which is, if I can get it on the screen, here we go. Okay, so all of the purple are the days that I'm not writing at all. I can't write those days. So the first and the second are kind of like a maybe, but I black them out if it's a maybe. Like if I'm not sure I'm going to be able to sit down and write, I'm blacking it out. Sundays are always blacked out because I have church in the morning, and then I have family dinner that I do, and usually that is my meal prep day. So Sundays are blocked out. And then down here you'll see I have Wednesday, through Saturday, the last 4 days of Nano, ironically, are all blacked out because this is the day before Thanksgiving when I cook all of, or at least I get all of my sides and things prepared, my desserts and all that for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is blacked out because it's Thanksgiving, and in the morning I'm going to be working on like roasting a turkey and a ham and all that stuff, and then I'm going to be eating, and then I'm going to be cleaning up, and then I'm going to be going shopping because for some reason they decide that Black Friday should start at 6 o'clock on Thanksgiving night. Why anybody decided to do this to us, I have no idea. It was the stupidest decision ever, but if I want to get the good deals, it means I've got to just kind of go with it. So I end up doing all of that in one day. I have to make dinner, eat dinner, clean up from dinner, and then go Christmas shopping all in the same day, which is the reason Friday is blacked out, because I have a feeling I'm going to need a recovery day from that, and writing is not going to be on my mind. That Saturday, the last day of Nano, is blacked out because my family does a tree day, which means that we go to the tree farm in the morning, cut down our tree, bring home our tree, set up our tree, and then decorate our tree on Saturday. And usually it's a pretty big deal. My whole family comes over and we do dinner and all that stuff. So that is why those days are blacked out. I highly recommend that, if you're going to do the calendar plan, that is the first thing you do. You look at your calendar and you decide, what days can't I write? Is it, what days is there like a good chance that I'm not going to get any writing done? Like, and you got to be super honest with yourself. Like, that just has to happen. Okay, so that's the first thing I do. Then what I did is the days that I could write, you'll see. I have drill. You'll see drill. This is to remind me that my husband has drill those 5 days. So I'm planning, those are the days that I planned, which doesn't really matter on Monday and Tuesday because normally he's at work anyway. So it's really not that big of a deal those days. Anyway, so I'm planning on trying to write, if my son cooperates, of course. I'm planning on writing during his nap time, which is usually 1 to 4. I put him down at 1. That doesn't mean he falls asleep at 1. And he usually wakes up around 4. 4 is usually the time that I need to, stop what I'm doing and take care of homework, and because my daughter goes to school, and domestic chores. And I'm doing that both of these days. In fact, I believe 1 to 4 I'm doing Monday through Thursday the entire time. So I'm going to try and do that every Monday through Thursday from 1 to 4 while my son is napping, and my daughter is at school until 2:30, but then she usually kind of just entertains herself until about 4 anyway. So that is my planned writing time Monday through Thursday. Fridays, except for the day that my husband's at drill, my husband is home on Fridays. The only reason I don't have more writing time planned in here right now is because usually Fridays are also my grocery shopping days. So usually the morning, which is when I could have gotten some extra writing time in, is unfortunately when I have to go grocery shopping because I have the car available. So that is why Fridays I am only doing 1 to 3, and then Saturdays are the days that I think I can do writing in the morning. Because usually Saturdays, if we have something planned, it's usually later in the day anyway. So Saturdays, I'm planning on doing some morning writing from 8 to 12. These are the days where I'm not really sure about. Like, I'm not saying I'm not going to write. I'm just not sure if I'm actually going to be starting by 8 o'clock in the morning. It might end up being like 9 or 10 by the time I'm actually getting started because mornings are not my thing. Okay, and then you'll see the same thing down here. Okay, so that's how I did my writing time. It's nothing complicated. It just kind of, you got to go through your day and figure out when it makes sense for you to sit down and write. Mine is during my son's nap time because I don't like mornings, and usually by the time my kids go to bed at night, I am freaking exhausted. And there's no way I have the brain power to sit down and write words after they go to bed. It's not going to happen. And I don't have the brain power before they get up because I'm not a morning person. I tried that. I tried that. So that's why I end up doing it in the afternoon while my son has nap time or quiet time or whatever you want to call it. I know not everybody's kids take naps if they're a little older, if they're like 4, mine's 3. So So that's how I came up with mine. Yours might be, you know, you prefer mornings, or so you would get up an hour or two earlier than normal, than like before you go to work. Say you have to leave for work by 7, maybe you'll get up at 5 and get some writing in before you have to get ready and go to work. And then, you know, maybe you'll plan some evening writing if you're a person that doesn't mind staying up late, or doesn't have kids at home with them, and you can come home from work and write in the evening then. So like I said, I'm by no means saying that this is the schedule you need. I'm just kind of showing you what my process was and how I came to the decisions that I made. You just kind of need to look at your own life and decide when you could fit writing in. So the next thing that I did was I came up with my meal plan for the month of November, because I'm a stay-at-home mom, which means that usually I'm the one taking care of meals or cooking dinner, because my husband is at work. And I just don't want to spend the money on takeout, and plus it's really unhealthy. So I do most of the cooking in our house because my husband can't cook anyway. So so what I did is which this is another thing that I taped in my computer. I kind of wish my computer would have cooperated, because I did try to show you guys what I actually did. Basically what I did is I pulled up my Pinterest. I use Pinterest for a lot of things. I pin things for all kinds of things. I pin things for my writing inspiration, story inspiration, any kind of writing tips. I pin it for fashion inspiration, meals, nails, tattoos, kids activities, all kinds of things. Anyway, if you're interested in seeing what I pin, or if you use Pinterest and would like to see, I'll try and remember to leave if I don't already have it down there, my Pinterest profile link in the description below. So I went onto my Pinterest board, my dinner Pinterest board, and I kind of just scrolled through and decided which meals I wanted to make. Sometimes I'll use the recipes that are actually pinned on my board, and sometimes it just kind of will give me an idea of a recipe that I already know and I already make all the time. And that's kind of how I came up with a list of meals. So then I pulled up a WordPad document and I typed out all of my ideas for the whole month. And then I put it on my calendar. So I went through and I decided what weeks I wanted to do these. Now I have these filled in on days. It doesn't mean that that's the day that we're going to eat that. It just means that those are my meals for that week. And like I said, what I usually do is I meal prep on a Sunday or on a Monday morning. That's my meal prep time. Okay, so you'll kind of see how I filled it in. You know, I just kind of filled in my meals when I wanted them. And you'll also see that sometimes we're having the same meal. So here's French onion soup, and here's French onion soup again. And then spaghetti's here, enchiladas here, and then that stuff's up here. So you'll see some of the meals I ended up repeating because, you know, let's admit that happens in real life. You know, it's not like for an entire month you have a different meal every single day. Because if you do, kudos to you. I can't do that. So anyway, that's how I did my meal prep. Not super complicated. If you guys are interested in seeing the actual meal prep process, meaning after I've already gone to the store, I grocery shop every week. After I've already gone to the store and picked up all my ingredients and I'm actually making the meals, like batch making them all at one time for the whole week. That way I don't have to cook on my writing days, which is why I did the meal planning thing. That way I can make everything for the whole week on Sunday evening or Monday morning, or both, depending on how long it takes me. And then I'll have all of my meals done for the entire week. Done. And I don't have to worry about it for the rest of the week, other than like reheating or shoving it in an oven or crock pot or something. So if you are interested in seeing the actual process that goes into meal prepping, so actually watching me meal prep in a video, what all goes into it, how I prep all of the ingredients, put everything together, and then put everything into containers to store for the week, please let me know in the comments below. That way I know if I should start videoing those clips of me meal prepping. Okay, and that's pretty much all I did for Nano Prep or Preptober this year, because like I said, I didn't really have to do a whole lot of story planning. It was more getting myself ready for Nanowrimo, my schedule mostly, and figuring out all of my responsibilities and how I'm going to work those around NaNoWriMo. I mean, I'm a stay-at-home mom, so there are some things I can't just push to the side. Just can't do it. So, but the meal prepping thing was something I could figure out how to do without having to spend a whole lot of time on it every day. So this is how I came up with balancing my other responsibilities with trying to get writing time in Nano this year. I'd be really interested in how everyone else does this. If anybody else kind of plans out their writing or meal planning or anything like that, what else do you guys plan out? If it's not just the writing time and the meal planning, let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit the little bell over there so you'll know when I am posting a new video, because I do plan on posting weekly nano vlogs in November, and I may be posting those meal prepping videos if that's something you guys are interested in. So make sure you hit the bell. That's something that you want to make sure that you know is coming. Yeah, and I think that's it, guys. That's everything for today, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see everyone in my next video. Okay, bye, guys.